Hello and welcome. As a specialist in hospitality operations, I've seen firsthand how technology and really solid training come together to create those world-class guest experiences. So today, we're going to break down the pre-opening blueprint that turns a brand new crew into an absolutely five-star team.
And this quote, it just nails it, doesn't it? It perfectly captures the huge challenge of any hotel pre-opening. It's not just about finding talented people, it's about forging a flawless, cohesive team from the ground up. And you have to do it all before the very first guest ever walks through that door.
So how in the world do you meet that challenge? Well, we're going to walk through a proven three-phase framework. It starts with building knowledge, then mastering the craft, and finally putting it all to a live test. And to wrap it up, we'll look at the digital tools that really make all of this possible. The difference between a chaotic opening and a really smooth one, it isn't luck, not at all. It's a structured, intensive training plan. You just can't improvise something this important. It has to be a logical, step-by-step process that turns a group of individuals into a perfectly synchronized team. And this three-phase progression, this is the absolute key. It's designed to move staff from theory to practice and finally to mastery under real pressure. So let's break down phase one. Okay, so this first phase is all about establishing the why behind the what. Before anyone even thinks about picking up a cleaning cloth, they have to understand the mission. This phase creates a shared language and a universal understanding of the standards across the entire team. This initial training, and yeah, it's often in a classroom, covers the absolute non-negotiables. We're talking about everything from brand values to critical safety protocols and those super detailed standard operating procedures. This is the bedrock, the foundation that consistent five-star service is built on. Now, what's really fascinating is the level of detail we're talking about. It's not just go clean the room. No way. For instance, a room attendant has to internalize a precise 25-step process for a standard room. Why? To make sure absolutely nothing is ever missed, day in and day out. All right, so with that theoretical foundation firmly in place, the team shifts from the classroom out into the physical hotel space. This is phase two, and it's where we move from knowing what to do to mastering how to do it perfectly. Let's put it this way. If phase one was all about understanding the standards on paper, the why, then phase two is completely focused on executing those standards in the real world, the how. This is where knowledge becomes a real skill, and procedure becomes second nature. Using mock-up rooms with the actual equipment, staff can practice these core tasks again and again and again. Whether it's a bed-making station or a bathroom cleaning station, supervisors are right there, providing one-on-one coaching and immediate feedback. It's all about repetition to build that critical muscle memory and confidence. And the goal here isn't just finishing the task, right? It's all about proficiency. True proficiency means a team member can execute every single step flawlessly and efficiently, meeting the standard every time without needing a supervisor looking over their shoulder. Okay, now we've arrived at the final, and honestly, the most critical phase. This is where all those individual skills get integrated into a live operational workflow. You could call it the ultimate test before opening day. And let's be clear, this isn't just practice anymore. It's a full-blown operational simulation. We are pressure testing every single system, every procedure, and every team member. You'll have trainers acting as guests, making special requests and creating real-world scenarios just to see how the team responds as a single, cohesive unit. Just look at the complexity here. Using daily assignment sheets just like this one, managers can simulate a real shift. They can coordinate tasks, test how housekeeping communicates with engineering on a mock request, or see how the entire team handles an unexpected system alert. The goal is to find every single potential problem now, not when you have a paying guest in the room. So, as you can imagine, trying to manage this level of detailed, multi-phase training for maybe hundreds of new employees is a monumental task. It simply can't be done effectively with old-school clipboards and spreadsheets. You need a powerful digital backbone. And this is where a learning management system, or an LMS, becomes absolutely essential. Platforms like these basically act as the central nervous system for the entire training program. They house all the content, they track every employee's progress, and they make sure every single detail is managed and measured. The power is really in the data. For example, if the LMS reports back that 40% of your new hires failed a critical quiz on chemical safety, leadership doesn't have to guess what's wrong. They know exactly where a knowledge gap exists, and they can apply immediate, targeted retraining to fix that risk before it ever becomes a real problem. So really, an LMS completely transforms training from a simple checklist into an intelligent, data-driven strategy. It gives everyone centralized access to materials, it automates assessments, and it gives leaders the real-time analytics they need to make sure the entire team is truly ready for opening day. Ultimately, this three-phase, digitally supported blueprint doesn't just train a team. It actually builds the foundation for long-term operational excellence. It ensures that when your doors finally open, the answer to the question, "Are we ready?" is a confident, resounding yes.